this is Rob Moore, award-winning author and leadership expert and founder of howtoimprove.leadershipskills.com. And I help leaders and people that want to become leaders get the people that they lead to perform better no matter where they are or what they do, and then ultimately turn into top performers. And today we're here because I was just going through my website, howtoimprove.leadershipskills.com, and I was checking out the comments, and I got a comment from Celeste. And Celeste was requesting that I go into more detail on the blog post that's called Developing Leadership Skills Used by High Performance Leaders. Celeste, I absolutely can do that, and I would love to do that for you. I just hope that you get an opportunity to watch this video because it's happening because of you. So thank you for reaching out. This blog post really had to do with me giving my perspective and my commentary on another lady's article. Her name's Shelly Holmes. She's a phenomenal lady. She puts out great stuff. And when I read this one article, I was like, you know what? This is something that I have to share with the people that visit my blog. And what I quickly want to do is I'm going to go through the skills that she puts in her article that she talks about with what it takes to become a high performance leader. And what I'll do is I'll just quickly, just give you my perspective on each one really, really quickly because I want this video to be as quick as possible. So the first thing she talks about is competence. This is extremely important. This holds back a lot of managers. It holds back a lot of leaders because they believe that they really have to know every single thing about their job. That is so far from the truth, it's not even funny. They have to know how to ask the right questions. They have to be able to see what is right and what is wrong. And, a leader's job really is just what it says. It's to lead. It is to support. It is to help bring the best out of people. That's what being a leader is all about. I always, when I used to work for, the corporate job that I was working for, I used to always tell people, I can walk into any company in any industry at any time and become successful because you really don't have to know all the things that are going on. What you have to know is how to lead, how to ask the right questions, and questions are the answer, the bottom line. I spent a little bit too much time on that one, so let's try to speed this one up. The next one is supportive. You just got to be there for your people. You got to be there when their morale is down. You got to be the one to talk to them and get them pumped up and get them feeling better about themselves. And also when they're doing well, you got to be there to give them a pat on the back. I heard something really cool from Grant Hill on Oprah Winfrey's masterclass the other day. He says parenting is all about constant contact, either on the butt or on the back. And I think that's a phenomenal leadership tip. That really applies to anything. You want to have constant contact with your people, constantly being supportive. You want to constantly be pointing out the things that they need to work on, but at the same time, and even more, you want to constantly be telling them how good of a job they're doing and what they're doing right. That's what support's all about. Acknowledge and share contribution. I kind of covered that already on supportive, but the only thing I can really add to that without making this video into a long presentation is that you just want to make sure that your people are getting the credit, for the work that they do. I just remember when I was in several leadership positions, I didn't want any of the credit. I just wanted to make sure that my people were acknowledged for doing a great job. It was not about me. It was never about me. But it is all about my people. So you want to make sure that your people get praised for everything that they do as much as possible. It's just so important to them. That reminds me of a really quick thing that I just have to add in here real quick. Like my son, he's infamous for getting perfect attendance like year after year after year after year. And for some reason this last quarter, even though he went to school every single day, he didn't get a perfect attendance award. And what we found out was that one of his teachers marked him absent because he had to go to band lessons. So they kind of said that since he has to go to a band lesson and he's technically not going to be in the class, he's technically not here. So to me, it's not a big deal. But to my son, it means everything because he wants to be in school. He wants to do the best that he possibly can. He wants that acknowledgement. So since it's important to him to get that acknowledgement, now it's important to me to make sure that he gets that acknowledgement. And we got that all straightened out. You know, he's on the list now. Now it's just a matter of getting him his award. The art of anticipation. This is really, really cool. Basically, this is all about being proactive. You want to be able to, you got to be so involved with your people day to day that you can start to see a problem before it becomes a problem, and start making adjustments so that problem never gets there. You know, so that is like just what it says. It's an art. You know, it's not something that you're going to learn very quickly. You know, it's something that you learn over time. But the key to doing it is to being deeply involved in the work that your people are doing and constantly having that feedback back and forth with them and that dialogue so that you're able to have a feeling in your heart when things are going well and when things are not going so well. Let's see. Two more real quick. Keep confidence in your people. Well, it says keep confidences. But basically, I think we kind of covered that a little bit. You know, it's just so important that you keep the morale up. You want to keep your people feeling good. You got to keep your people feeling confident. You want to prevent anything from happening that can drop anybody's confidence in the workplace. You know, so how do you do that? You know, one of the most common problems that I've seen, you know, in my leadership career is that, you know, I would catch one person talking about another person negatively behind their back. And if that comment ever got back to that person, you know, you're going to have some major problems going on. So as soon as you hear that, you recognize that, or you see that, you know, you got to be all over it and be like, listen, hey, if you don't have anything good to say about anybody, don't say it at all. And if you really got a problem with this individual, instead of you talking behind their back, listen, let's go sit down and let's go talk about the issues because we can put this behind us, because we just cannot be having this kind of behavior. We want to keep this the morale very high. You know, we're a family and we're here for each other. You know, so that's what you got to do as a leader. You know, and that's just one small example. The other thing here that she mentions is dependability. This is huge. Basically, you got to be there for your people, you know, no matter what, all the time. You know, I could tell you so many times from my personal experience where, you know, it's a certain time of the day. I tell people I'm getting ready to leave, and like I'll have my coat on, I'll have my bag on, I'm about to go out the door, and something would happen. And somebody would say, listen, I need to talk to you. And they see that I'm getting ready to leave, and they would say, well, I can talk to you about it tomorrow or later. And I was like, no. Let's talk about it now because this is important and I want to get it taken care of. You know, just being able to depend on you and also creating that dependability in the environment where people have each other's back and they're there to support one another. And that's pretty much it. I think I went a little bit too long on this, but I wanted to just really give you the really big rocks of what I felt about this blog post and this article, and I hope that I was able to bring a lot of value to you. This is Rob Moore reminding you to show up, step out, and shine. Now is your time, so make it shine. Thank you very much. Hey, this is Rob. I forgot to tell you to make sure that you go below this video to comment, share, and ask any questions you would like. Catch you later.